It's like that's just one thing like I want to have, like just a space where creative minds can like be without being judged.
It's about time that we hosted DammitDom Thomas on Beyond Frame Data, because Dom has been hosting the New England fighting game community online and offline for years. As the floor manager at one of New England's most prominent venues, Balance Patch, back when we had offline, Dom helped set up, break down, and optimize the floor for the dozens of players that would come through. He knows what it really means when an organizer says, last casuals. On the Twitch stream of DammitDom, you can find Casa online tournament broadcasts every Friday night, with all the regional commentary and flavor that contains, as well as the Blacklist Chronicles, for which Dom invited many guest New England Street Fighter players to show their personalities and their skills through the first to 2 ranked grind. And while Dom is a formidable player that is not to be underestimated, don't underestimate how much he can bring into your life outside of fighting games too. Dom lives very publicly and socially with his interests of rap, beats, spoken word poetry, anime, and many more, and you'll get to hear about them through the course of this Beyond Frame Data interview. You'll even get to hear his beats. One of them is playing right now.
What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Haney, aka Scion of Beyond Frame Data, and today I'm joined with Don Thomas, aka DammitDom, aka Casa's own Dom, aka was birthday today Dom, aka Sailor Mars hubby Dom, aka, if you guys don't know, this man does absolutely everything for everybody behind the scenes, so I'm glad to be able to bring it to light. Dom, what's going on?
What's happening with you, family? How you feeling?
Doing good?
I'm good, man. I'm good. Just celebrated my birthday. Had a good time. Lady took me out
for
eat.
For real?
To eat, so.
What's her name?
Niche.
Niche?
Yeah. So yeah, she took me out to this taco place on the South End. It was pretty good. Pretty good.
All right. Now you're gonna take me all the way back, because I have known this guy for a long time, but also haven't, and we'll get into that in a bit. Dom, talk to us from the absolute beginnings of Dom.
The absolute beginnings.
Absolute beginnings. How did you? What were you before the FGC?
Before the FGC, I was heavily into FPSs. So
Okay.
I played mainly Halo.
Halo. Okay.
Yeah, Halo, like Halo 1, I was pretty competitive in. And Halo 2 a little bit, but then I kind of trailed off.
Okay.
Like because of like school and
How
stuff.
old were you here?
I want to say 14, like 14, 15.
Okay.
Yeah, so yeah, when Halo 2 came out, I kind of like trailed off because like home stuff.
Yeah.
Home stuff was going on. So I was a Halo player. I was also an NFL Street 2 online player. Yeah,
wow.
I played that game super competitive.
Damn. Okay.
Yeah, I played that game super competitive. I was like top 100 at one point in that game.
Okay. Damn.
Yeah.
Way before the fighting games.
Can I ask you something though?
What's up?
Run was top tier in that game, right? Like, was passing bad?
No, so Run was top tier, but only with a quarterback. So what you do, you call a pass play. There's a pass play where you have trips on the left, 3 people on the left. Sorry, I'm talking about that. Yeah, you have 3 people on the left, and if it depends on what defensive set they come out in. So if they come out with like one person on like the side of where the trips are, you can quickly audible into a QB run and then just run to the left side.
Oh, okay.
So that and like passing, it wasn't really non-existent, but it wasn't that great because you can easily get picked off.
Okay.
So you gotta like kind of switch it up.
But talking even before gaming though, like you were telling me like you're primarily from here. You're a Boston native.
Yeah.
Born
and raised.
Ah,
Playgrounds where I spend most of my days.
I'm taking this one personally now because he's from the 617. This is perfect.
Yeah.
What did you do before gaming? Like because I know you did a lot of odd jobs. You did a lot of stuff.
Yeah, before gaming. So what did I do before gaming? I can't even remember. But yeah, I worked for a teen center. It was called Demic. It's in Roxbury.
Okay.
So I worked there. And then I worked at the Hebrew Center. That's like right in the Harbor Way.
Yeah.
Yeah, I worked there for like a couple of weeks, and then I was like,
it
wasn't about that. Like, yeah,
not for me.
Yeah, but all the while I still maintained like the teen center job. So I was doing that from 2004 till about 2009.
All right.
And then I ended up working at Star Market, which was formerly known as Shaw's. I ended up working there. I worked at GameStop, and I worked at the carts in Haymarket. Yeah, I worked at like clothing carts and stuff, and then Dick's Sporting Goods. I don't like talking about that.
All right.
But now,
scrap that.
Yeah. But now I'm at Balance Patch. I'm the assistant manager.
Shout out
right
to
now.
Balance
Yeah,
Patch.
shout outs to VP. Thank you for the.
He wasn't the assistant manager. Now you're the assistant manager, right?
Yeah. Now
Hey.
I'm the assistant manager. Yeah.
You love what you do?
Yeah, I absolutely love it. I love the people there. Like, the people are cool to work with. Like, the job isn't super like stressful. Customers can be a little unbearable sometimes, but I can manage them. Yeah, I can manage them pretty well. So.
Okay, we're going back a little bit, just because I know in terms of fighting games wise, it was hard for Boston, right?
Right.
So before Balance Patch was out, before all this, what was out around at the time that you were familiar with? Was there like another spot to go to? Where did people mainly play fighting games before BP?
People mainly played fighting games before BP. We mainly used to go to in like about 2011. There was a bar called I think it was like the Underbar or like something bar. I can't remember. But we used to go there to play. You remember Amar?
Yes, I do.
Shout outs to Amar.
Shout outs to Amar.
Yeah, he was the one that kind of like pulled all that
names.
together. So yeah, we would go there every Wednesday night and just play like a lot of Street Fighter 4.
There you go.
Like, I mainly got into fighting games from Street Fighter 4.
From Street Fighter 4.
Yeah, so I'm an 09er.
Okay. So that being said, you were familiar with Brainbox.
Yep.
You were familiar with Amar. You were familiar with Huggins.
Mm-hmm.
Shout
outs to Hugs. Yeah, he's so funny, dude.
Just, oh my, me and Hugs never, ever got off on good terms. But it was but it was like we built through that. It was the weirdest. It was like we were on opposite teams at all times, but we came together like kind of like Cyclops and Ryu from like Marvel.
Yeah.
Like, Ryu, you son of a bitch. Like we came together. Hugs was the realest.
Yeah, he's a real one, for sure. Yeah, shout outs to him for even like putting that together. Because without him, like I don't think we would be where we're at today without it.
So shout outs to for people that don't know, Brainbox and Hugs and Amar, like Wednesdays, like he said, they would do something called the Breakfast Club. And what the Breakfast Club was, we would play until morning of the next day, from the tournament before. And primarily, so you're saying you played Street Fighter 4? That was your first game?
Yeah, that was the first fighting game I took competitively.
Okay, who did you play Street Fighter 4?
Guile.
Guile?
Yeah, I actually played Guile. It's kind of weird considering I play Karen in 5 now.
Guile.
But even like dating back to like the 90s when Street Fighter 2 was in the arcades, I used to play Guile because I thought he had like the coolest hair. He had like
already
the
my
coolest hair
favorite
in the world. Yeah.
Yes.
But yeah, I've been a Guile man for so long. Like even before I even knew what fighting games were.
So just purely aesthetics, right? Like you didn't care.
Yeah, purely aesthetics. I played.
It was cool.
Yeah, I played a little bit of everybody. I played Guile, Ryu.
Yeah.
What else did I play? I played Rog a little bit. Because I thought he was cool because he can just dash and punch. Like, he didn't have to walk, he just dash. Like, what? But yeah, I played a little bit of Guile, Ryu, Rog.
Okay. So, moving on for Street Fighter 4, were you were pretty much just like a local at Brainbox and everything like that?
Yeah, I was pretty local. I played vanilla Street Fighter 4. I actually didn't get into like competitive tournaments until like 2010. Like late 2010. So yeah. I was like an online warrior. So my first tournament I went to, the GameStop Nationals, when they was having that at the time. So I entered the one down the street from my house, and I played Ken in that one. Like, mind you, I had no idea about like frame data or
he was playing off.
Yeah, matchup. Yeah. So I played Ken, and then I ended up playing another Ken in the first round in the mirror match, and I was up 2-0. I'm like, yes, I'm about to win.
Oh, it was 3-round match.
Yeah, it was doing 3 rounds.
That's some weird.
Yeah, it was 3-round matches and it was single elimination. So like, oh my god, I'm about to win. And then the dude came back and like just 3-0'd me and ran it back and 3-0'd me.
Was that like the most disheartening? How did you take a loss back then?
So initially I felt humiliated. Like I felt bad, dude. I was like, I really let this dude come back on me?
Yeah.
Like I ain't felt the loss that bad like since Halo, bro.
Oh, alright.
Yeah, I ain't felt the loss that bad since then. So like once, like I said to myself, I wasn't gonna let that happen again. Mm-hmm. So like I went home the next day and just grinded the whole entire day. And then I ended up just like loving the game. And
there you go.
Yeah, I just ended up loving the game. So.
Street Fighter 4, perfect. He got into that. But now a lot of people know you from like your online. You got a crazy online life going on right now. You have You had the Blacklist series, right?
Oh yeah.
Talk to me a little bit about the Blacklist, because that got famous. I don't know how, but people were talking off. I remember I wanted to be a guest. You was Wednesdays for you.
Yeah.
Right?
So
talk to me a little bit about that.
So what happened was I was just like we were just doing a regular stream.
Yeah.
Like just playing like regular ranked, and like I didn't have a name for it at the time. But it was one day when Hamdam, I think.
Ooh.
Shout outs to Hamdam. That's my guy. Yeah, that's my guy.
Daniel Yang.
Yeah, that's my guy.
Hamdam.
Yeah, he was playing somebody and the connection was so bad he had to like blacklist him. So he ended up doing that for like the next couple of people like he played against. So like we kind of made a decision then and there to just call it the Blacklist Chronicles.
Blacklist.
Like I just added the Chronicles at the end.
That's heavy.
Yeah, that sounded heavy.
That sounds heavy. The series, I love it.
Yeah,
there you go.
So that's where the Blacklist Chronicles.
So it started.
Yeah, that's how Hamdam like really started it.
Hey, okay. Now you've done so much work, not just on the scene playing games. Would you consider yourself more of a competitor now, or do you consider yourself more of a producer now, or like how? When someone talks about Dom, how do you see yourself?
I would call myself a producer because I love like working behind the scenes, getting everything set up, making sure the community is like good and ready to go.
Now, talk to me about your starting that up. Like initially when you joined Twitch, you know, it wasn't that easy for you, right?
Yeah, it wasn't easy at all.
Yeah.
So I didn't like. I was just doing like variety games. I was playing like different games. Like I was playing 2K, and Call of Duty. And all that. I'm like, this ain't really working. So I did play Halo. That's how I got affiliate. I was playing Halo initially, but then I'm like, I play Street Fighter like
all the time.
Better than like the average hood person.
Yeah.
So, so like, why not? Like, why not just give Street Fighter a shot?
There you go.
And then like I just started playing that, and then the buzz got crazy from there.
Yeah, there you go. So what are you at now? You got
I'm at 667 followers.
Oh my, 667 followers.
67.
You guys don't know. Put this man is on a push to partner. Yeah. Get this man to partner. He's at.
Please do. I greatly appreciate you.
I'm telling you guys right now.
I'll help you with that,
man.
Yeah.
So if you guys don't know, there's another thing because I definitely want to lead into this. I got 2 members of Team Casa over here. One has to be on Frank Miller. But
shout out to Monkey Business.
It's Monkey Business right there. Yeah. But talk to me a little bit about that. What do you do for Casa?
Well, basically, I'm the streamer for Casa. I just host the online weekly tournaments. I handle all like the production in the background.
How did you get approached by that?
Well, Bunch kind of like threw me into it. shout out to Bunch though. Shout out to Bunch. Like I appreciate him for even giving me that opportunity. He a real one for that. But yeah, he told me to like hit him up after I was doing a stream, and I'm like I didn't know what it was about, so. Like I hit him up and like he asked me if I wanted to do it. I'm like, hell yeah, I want to do it. Like I'll do whatever for the exposure.
Let's do it.
Just to get out there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
There you go. Now you're getting a steady following. Now you're doing your thing. That's awesome.
Yeah, I'm trying, man. Just trying to be the change I want to see in the world.
What do you feel like? What's the future for Dom in terms of content creating? What do you plan on doing?
Let's see the future. Well, I want to try to grow my YouTube channel a little bit more. Like,
okay.
Like try to get more into like vlogging, so people can know me outside of that. You see?
Okay.
So people can like see like how goofy I am sometimes, or like the friends I chill with, like or things like that. So it's like I don't want to do it for like I don't want to do fighting games forever, even though like I feel like I can.
Yeah.
But yeah.
You got more to you.
Yeah, I got more to me than just fighting games.
Okay. Perfect transition
like
right there.
Yeah, and then that YouTube, my Twitch, and try to like just network a little better because like I feel like I can get stronger in like networking.
Communications.
Yeah, communications and stuff. So I want to get better at that.
That's excellent. That's awesome. You should take a little breather for there and go into a little bit more fun questions and stuff.
Okay.
Everybody knows you because you're very vocal about this. You're an anime head. That's who you are. You want to talk about vlogs? You want to talk about getting to know you? You an anime head. I'm going and calling you up for it. Okay. Your top 5 anime.
Top 5 anime? Yu Yu Hakusho, Dragon Ball Z, Cowboy Bebop, Outlaw Star, Tenchi Muyo.
He didn't even say, bro, stop! He did it so quick. What is this? That was way too fast. Whoa. Okay, number 1 is Yu Yu Hakusho?
Yu Yu Hakusho, free.
Free, over anything.
Yeah, free. I'll take it over anything.
These questions were not sent out in advance, by the way.
No, he literally. Guys, look, I thought it was going to take time. There's usually a couple in between. It's a hard thought process, but he was.
No, tough out.
He's definitely thought about this before. Why is Yu Hakusho go dub though?
Dub easily.
Funimation.
Easily, yep.
All day.
Even though Spanish dub is not that bad though.
Damn, guys.
Yeah, it's not that bad.
See.
But yeah, Yu Yu Hakusho, because for one, like right off the first episode, I connected with the character, Yusuke. I connected with him, and then like as like I met the other characters like Hiei and Kurama. Like I felt like Kurama is my favorite character because he's the most calm out of everybody in the show.
Oh yeah.
He's like the most calm. Like he actually taught me like patience. Like
He's
being
slick.
patient. Yeah,
He's
super slick with it.
There's a scene in anime where someone called him out for being slick. It's like, oh, you're talking right now so you can heal through like your wounds or something. Like for you to devise a plan, you're just talking it out right now.
Yeah.
It was during the tournament. One of them's like, nah, we're not gonna talk right now. You're trying to talk to figure something out.
Yeah, right. So
like,
I adopted some of his like personality into like my lifestyle because like I felt like he was the only one that like at the time would understand like me.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So, but yeah, I think
You put number 2 as
Dragon Ball Z.
Your favorite character, Dragon Ball.
Gohan.
I wish.
Gohan.
Oh, I wish people were out here for you to say that. Everybody's sleeping on
Gohan.
Why Gohan?
Yeah, go. So it was Goku, but once the Cell Saga happened and he went Super Saiyan 2 and like destroyed everybody
Oh
with one
my
hit.
god, that is the coming of age episode.
Right, and like I felt like he represented like the rage part of me, because like when like something doesn't go my way or I get like upset or frustrated, like that kind of spoke to me in that term. So I would say Gohan is my favorite. Yeah, it's like they're my favorites because they're relatable.
Damn. So now, just remember, did you put Outlaw Star ahead of Cowboy Bebop?
No, I put Cowboy Bebop ahead of Outlaw Star.
Okay,
Even though I do love Outlaw Star. I do love Outlaw Star.
There's an ongoing argument right now between Outlaw Star and Cowboy Bebop. I'm telling you guys right now, if it's Outlaw Star over Bebop, you guys might have to unsub from or at least downvote it or something.
Yeah, it's
Cowboy
like
Bebop.
I love Outlaw Star. It's not better than Cowboy Bebop.
No,
it'll never be better than Cowboy.
Favorite character in Cowboy Bebop.
Cowboy Bebop. I like Spike. I'm the main character.
Why'd I try? Oh, your main character in general though?
Yeah, I like Spike.
Okay.
Like he was usually level-headed.
I just thought he was relatable. Like the whole crew, everyone's broke. So
yeah,
I get that.
Yeah, it's like,
I get that.
It's like I get
like,
them from a financial standpoint. They were my financial advisors.
It's like if bell peppers no beef. I'm
right.
Outlaw Star, Gene. I'd say.
Outlaw Star would have to think about this one. I like Suzuka.
Okay.
Yeah, Suzuka was pretty cool. Gene was pretty cool. I just thought he was like the coolest looking character.
Yeah.
Like he was like the coolest with the scar on his face.
Yeah, the design.
Yeah, he was cool. I think I liked Jim. He was like the brains behind everything.
Oh damn.
Like he was the brains behind everything. So.
Now here's what's weird to me. On the 5th of that list, you put Tenchi Muyo. That's not what I thought you were gonna say. I definitely thought you were gonna say Sailor Moon.
No, I only like Sailor Mars specifically. Sailor Mars specifically.
Snatched her.
Spin-off. That's your favorite.
Snatched her from the series.
Yep.
He's like, show's alright, but the girl.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sailor Mars though.
Yeah. Sailor doesn't abide by the dress code. But everyone else wears stockings. She comes up. She's like, "Nah, you see my legs?"
Yeah, she was kind of like the Vegeta of that show.
Yeah, she just did her own thing. Yeah.
She was kind of like the Vegeta of that show.
The group might be called Sailor Moon, but look, we know I do
she
my
was the
own
one
thing.
that she stood out to me the most because of her fiery passion.
Yeah. Tenchi Muyo, it's really.
Yeah. I don't know. I enjoyed that a little more than I did like a lot of the other.
All the other stuff.
Yeah. It's specifically, even though it was a terrible like version of it, Tenchi in Tokyo. It felt like a soap opera.
I like that. Actually.
Yeah.
It's weird. It was different. Mm-hmm. I like that everyone else had a different chance to meet him.
Right.
A different personality chance.
Right. That was like the coolest thing to me. And then you had like this one girl that you really like fell in love with, but then found out it was a lie the whole time. It got pretty crazy towards the end of that series.
Now a lot of people, since they know the anime, or now they know the anime side of you, they don't know that you're also like a big like you're a hypebeast fan. Like you like kicks, bro.
Yeah.
Like the clothing line, right? Talk to me about that. Like what passion came first, I guess.
Well, I was like big into sneakers because of, like Jordans and stuff.
Yeah.
So I was a big like Scottie Pippen fan.
Really?
Like rather than the Michael Jordan fan.
Okay.
Because because he was basically the helper for Michael Jordan. So like I was a big Scottie Pippen fan. And he had these sneakers that he didn't make, that I just found this out. He didn't make them, but he like was a big advocate for him. The 72-10 season where they won the championship. Yeah. So like he had those sneakers on the whole time. And like I thought he like created them or something.
Yeah, you thought representing those lines. That was his line.
It's like I really got like into sneakers then.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, so but it's like financial situations like would come up and like I wasn't able to.
Okay.
Yeah, I wouldn't be able to afford like half of that stuff. So
yeah,
like I was a hype beast from afar.
That was always your
yeah. I was a hype beast from afar. Like,
isn't that how it normally is?
I feel like
usually.
I'm that way too.
Well, for me anyways.
Yeah.
Now I'm gonna go through a couple lightning round questions, but then we're gonna get into like the future.
Okay.
Lightning round questions. I'm gonna say you can answer them as short as you like.
Mm-hmm.
Or you like to go. You can go in a little bit more depth, but just it's completely up to you. If you could play anybody in any fighting game in the world, who would it be?
Anybody in any fighting game in the world? I would want to play. I want to play Daigo in Street Fighter 4.
Street Fighter 4.
Yeah, Street Fighter 4. Yeah.
Try to go back and pass.
Yeah. I want to play Daigo in Street Fighter 4.
You don't want to have fun?
No, I want to be frustrated. I want to be frustrated.
Okay.
That's how I get better.
If you could pick any attribute, what do you look for in a main?
In the main? Well, offense.
Yeah.
So the reason why I picked God was because of the cool hair, and like I've been playing him ever since like Street Fighter 4. But when Ultra came out, I started playing Rolento because I used to play wide receiver. Like I used to play the offensive side of the ball.
Okay.
So like I more gravitate towards like the offensive minded characters like Rolento, a little bit of Cody, like Guile. Like I can like kind of rush down and do what I want. Like when I get you in the corner with Guile. So like I kind of gravitated towards him.
Okay. If you can eat one food for the rest of your life, what would it be?
Food for the rest of my life. Fried chicken.
Forever?
Yep.
Forever and ever?
Yep.
Never get bored.
Stereotype. Yep.
Alright, I guess we're leaving that in.
Okay. Fried chicken.
Yeah.
Fried chicken easily.
What's the one thing you hate about fighting games?
The one thing I hate about fighting games.
Can't stand.
Probably X Factor and Marvel 3. I couldn't stand that shit.
Like someone coming back on you?
Yeah.
Oh
like I got 2 characters down and then you X Factor and then like I lose all my characters. Like, no.
If they could make an anime fighting game that hasn't been made, what would it be?
Yu Yu Hakusho.
They have!
Oh, they have?
The
Yeah.
Super Nintendo one.
I just remembered. Anime fighting game. Probably. Probably Digimon.
Digimon fight kind of dope.
That'd be OD, right?
Kind of. Actually, I need to do that. That'd be cool. You playing as a kid? You playing as a Digimon?
No, Digimon.
Yeah.
I was about to say, like, if Ty can, hold on, wait a minute, Ty can fight.
Wait.
Alright, he definitely busted mad ass a couple times, okay?
He did,
Put a
though.
foot in that cooler a couple
He did.
times.
Like, they should be the only 2 playable characters out of the humans.
That are fighting.
Out of the humans. They was scrapping, dude.
Bro, they would fight. Matt would instigate the dumbest shit, though. I would be on Ty's side a lot of those fight times, because he would be like, what time is it, Matt's like,
Yeah, when he
hands
like-
o'clock. I'd be like,
when he like left the group and then him and his Digimon Gabumon did like, and then they went through like something. They went through like some like epiphany and then they came back and then Matt was talking mad shit.
I was like,
Like,
just
no.
hit him. I was just hit him and be done with it. Call it a
Dude, no.
day.
That's why Digimon's so much harder and better than Pokemon.
Mhm.
Like, can you imagine you boot up Pokken tournament, you pick Misty?
That would be so hard. No, first of all, I would have the nicest Gary. Stop it. I would have Planet Earth's nicest. I was always a Gary fan. I'm
Yeah.
sorry. Lamborghini at 10 stop was dreams for a kid.
Facts.
That's a dream. For me, I looked at it, I'm like, I gotta do that.
Facts.
And 11 came around, I'm like, alright, next year.
Like maybe next year.
Next year. Oh, they gotta do that. All right. Anyways, forget the actual Pokemon. We play as the character. That's
Right.
That would be hard. Lieutenant Surge. He's just Guile. Like Lieutenant Surge is a character. That's fire.
What do you think Professor Birch is hiding?
Professor Oak can. Lance. I think Lance would kill people. Lance would just be just on his own. He has a cape. Bruno has fought and hurt people. Like Sabrina.
Champion Steven Stone with that billionaire money.
I just see Sabrina folding people. Like with psychic like combo. I just see her.
Is that the girl that Haunter made laugh?
Dude, that's the girl. That was the most horrifying episode of all times. When I was a kid and she beat Ash. Ash just went up for the shake. He's like, all right, you got me. She's like, no, I don't think you get it.
Like no,
you don't get to leave. He's like
no.
I just thought a GG's was in order. I just thought GG's was in order.
Like no,
wait, I have to stay. She's like, you're my slave now. He's like, no.
Like we just getting started.
First of all, I used Pidgey. If I knew that was the case, he's like, I used some weak shit. I thought this was just a one and done. I didn't think I'm a slave. What? Like Sabrina was Ash. That horrified me as a kid.
Yeah, I didn't even think about that. I didn't even think nothing of it. I'm like, she was like, welcome to the party, bro.
No, and first of all, if a giant door like that closes behind you with no handle, Ash was like,
you're done.
wait a minute.
You're done, bro.
He's like, wait a minute.
You're done.
Oh my god. Anyways, that's an idea for another time. That'd be cool. Where do you plan on taking the future of DammitDom? Like, how is the future looking like for you?
Well, looking pretty bright, actually. Okay. So, I had this mapped out for like a little bit now. Like ever since I started on Twitch, like I want to like get like enough views for like Twitch partner and everything. And like I see like Boston, like our African American community doesn't have like enough like representatives out of Boston. So I think there's one thing I want to do is that like I want to rent like an office space for like young entertainers and streamers and stuff. I want to do something for like the streamers and the musicians like that are in the inner city of Boston. I want to like get like an office space and then like have like a creative space for those kids. Like it's like a big lofty goal I wanted to.
All right.
Cause like I initially wanted to like go to LA and be in
all that
end all be all. Cause like LA is like one of my favorite places. Like even when I was a kid, like I always dreamed of going to LA, and like I got the chance to go like a year ago, and I loved every minute of it. But like as I sat and thought about it, it's like we don't have a lot of like black representation here.
No.
It's like that's just one thing like I want to have like just a space where creative minds can like be without being judged.
Okay. Yeah, absolutely. So, yeah, that's pretty awesome. That's very profound.
Yeah.
At this point, I don't really have any questions for you. Do you have any shout outs, any final words, anything you want to say to people?
Yeah, shout out to my bro, Mr. Fritz, you the real MVP. Thank you for getting me thank you for even teaching me like Street Fighter.
Shout out.
Like he was one of my mentors. Shout out to Amar for even like hosting like those venues before like Brainbox even existed. Shout outs to my mom and dad for creating a legend. Like 32 years ago they created me.
Let's go.
Yeah. And yeah, that's about it.
Alright, bro. Thank you so much for tuning in. You guys already know. It's been another episode of Beyond Frame Data. Please like, share, subscribe, and all that. Thank you for joining me.
Not a problem, my guy.
Alright, peace.
Yeah.
We out.